I'm Alan with Alan's Firearms, and today our adventure takes us to the Taurus 709 Slim. I have it in both stainless and in blued. I'll show you both models, and then what we're going to do is we're going to go over all of its really good points, what we think is important for the buyer to understand about this firearm and why it is such a nice concealed carry firearm. We're also going to then show you how to break it down, field strip it, clean it, and reassemble it. Hope you enjoy it. Let's go and field strip a 709. This is the 709 Slim. This one is a stainless steel model. Let me get out the black box out of the way. You can just see a little better against the wood. Okay, very slim, very compact. How does it come in? Well, I'm going to show you this new one. This is the one in blue. Okay, it has this nice plastic case. You open it up. Inside it, you'll find the manual. You'll find the lifetime warranty. You will find the bag it came in. This was already previously opened when I checked it out. You'll find a cleaning brush, and you notice this is real bristle, or maybe artificial bristle, but it's bristle. It's not copper or steel. They put that in there because they don't want you to use copper on their barrels, and neither does a lot of companies, and they're including a soft bristle with it. I agree with them. I don't use copper brushes unless I have no choice or they're needed because the barrel is so badly fouled. But here is the blue. There's also an extra magazine. It comes with 2 magazines. It also comes with a set of keys. These keys do 2 things. It adjusts your adjustable sight. It also is a small key lock. Can you see that right there? These keys go inside there, and you can literally lock this gun so it cannot be fired. If someone tries to drill it out, ain't gonna happen. That gun is not gonna be drilled out. It's gonna fail. So those are some of the nice points about it. The key lock. You can lock this gun. It's very slim. It's got a safety for your right thumb. It's got another safety on the trigger. Now we're not going to, of course, pull this trigger because we have not checked. Even though this is new out of the box, we haven't practiced gun safety yet. So that's what we're going to practice right now. We're going to take the second mag that it comes with out, put it aside. We're going to rack the slide 3 times. We're going to look down the barrel and the magazine well. And now that we're satisfied that the gun is empty, we'll continue. You'll notice it has a slightly extra larger than usual trigger guard. That's nice for the people up north because you see how much room there is? You can get a gloved thumb in there. The thumb safety, a lot of people got nervous with some of the other firearms out there for concealed carry because it doesn't have the thumb safety. They like that. Well, not only did Taurus think about that and put a thumb safety on there, there's the red dot. You know red is dead. No red, you're safe. They also put a trigger safety on here, this little button right there. Now we know the gun's safe, so I'm touching the trigger. But there's a little extra button right in there. Can you see that? You have to push that in order to pull the trigger. You cannot pull the trigger unless your finger actually pushes that down. Okay, so now let's do the next thing. I showed you the large trigger guard. I showed you the lock. I showed you the 3-dot adjustable sights. I showed you the right side thumb safety. Now I'm going to show you how to take it apart. Here and here are 2 little buttons that your thumb and forefinger have to be on, just like a Glock. So you're going to hold it take it in your right hand like this, hold it, slide back a little bit, pull down those 2 buttons, and release. Pull the trigger, and it comes apart. So now we have the slide. We are going to take the spring and guide rod, pull it straight up, and it comes right out. That simple. It has a shiny end, which is your finished end. That's going to be seen on the front of the gun, and your flat-sided end. That goes in the gun. Now let's take the barrel out. Boy, that was difficult, wasn't it? Okay, so there we have it. Our gun is field stripped. So the next thing we want to do is we want to clean off all this cosmoline and all of this dirt. So I'm going to take my strike hold and I'm going to spray it right in there. Get a good amount in there because this stuff it's pretty dirty. I'm going to take the cleaning cloth, spray it, and I'm going to get in here and remove all the cosmoline there is. All of the dirt, and by the time I'm done with this, you'll see a nice shiny firearm. I want to make sure I get inside where I sit inside the slide. It's the little grooves that those sit in, and we want to make sure that's clean. Get in here, wipe it free of other dirt. Get the outside because this strike hold will protect it from fingerprints and finger oils and other moisture. Move this out of the way. And there we go. So this whole piece has been coated. Look how dirty that rag is compared to here. Here's a clean, dry one. Big difference, huh? And that's a brand new gun right out of the factory. So I'm just going to get this all clean, wipe it all down. And there we go. We'll probably wipe this down a final time to dry it off when we're ready to put it back together again. I'm going to take another cloth. Well, this one still is pretty clean. We'll use this to get the outside. Wow. It's getting dirty quick though. What I'm going to do here is I'm covering the top of the barrel that way. I squirt a little of this in there, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to shake it in there because it's a little bottle, and what I'll do is I'll just let that come out the bottom. Pay particular attention to the ramp. Now I'm going to take a clean cloth and wipe that down. Look at that. Make sure you put a double through because this rod is kind of thin. There we go. That was from the factory. Okay. Well, that dry piece is pretty clean. Now I'm going to wet it and I'm going to get the frame. Wipe it down. I'll put the dry piece right through here. Just soak up any leftover. Okay. Well, that dry piece is pretty clean. Now I'm going to wet it and I'm going to get the frame. So we're going to get that out of there. We're going to make sure we get the ramps clean, the guides clean that the slide goes on. Now we got this whole thing cleaned. Okay, in order to put this back together again, we're going to take the barrel and drop it right back into the slide. Guide rod. You're going to have to put the front in and then pull back on those two springs and get it down into the second landing, not the first one, down in the second. Okay? Take the frame and line up the back of the slide and the front of the frame and slide it right onto those guides, just like that. Pull it back and it's done. This gun is back together again. You know what I do want to do? I do want to take some of this strike hold and put it on the slide because it's a great protectant and it's really good to lubricate the follower. Put this back together again, and there we go. We are done with our field strip, clean and reassemble. Great little firearm. Till next time, Gunner Rhea and Allen's Firearms, we're saying goodbye. Thanks for coming.